Your words are costing you. You ever said something and wished you could take it back? That one moment, that one word, it slipped out and suddenly something shifted. The room got quiet, the energy changed, and a part of you whispered, I shouldn't have said that. But it was too late, because words, once spoken, can't be unsaid. You can delete a message, you can erase a text, but you can't rewind a voice that already echoed through someone's heart. See, we live in a world that tells us words are just words, but that's a lie. Words have weight. They carry energy, memory, and emotion. They linger longer after they are spoken. You don't remember every meal you've eaten, but you remember the words that broke you. You remember the insults that stuck, the judgment that cut deep, the conversation that changed the way you saw yourself. And on the other side, you remember the words that saved you. The teacher who said, you are better than this. The friend who whispered, I believe in you. The stranger who said, it's okay, you are not alone. Those moments went free. There were transactions. Because every word you speak writes a check your character has to cash. Your words are either assets or liabilities. They are either investing in something or destroying it. So let me ask you, how are you spending your words? Do you use them to build or to break? To heal or to harm? And to connect or to compete? Because your words are costing you, sometimes in ways you don't even see. Maybe your words cost you an opportunity. You said something in anger. You vented without thinking. You spoke before you understood. And that one moment of carelessness closed a door that might never open again. Maybe your words cost you trust. You made a promise you didn't keep. You said things you didn't mean. And now, people listening to you, but they don't believe you anymore. Or maybe your words are costing you yourself. Because every time you tell yourself this, I am not enough, I'm stupid, and I'll never make it, you are slowly bankrupting your own confidence. You become what you repeat. Your self-talk becomes your self-image, and your words create your world. Words are powerful. The universe itself, according to many traditions, began with words. Let there be light, sound, vibration, and creation. So what are you creating with your voice? You see, the average person speaks over 16,000 words a day. 16,000 chances to build something meaningful or to tear something down. And most of those words are on autopilot. We don't think before we speak, we react. We gossip, we complain, we criticize. We underestimate how easily we plant poison in someone else's garden. Just because we didn't stop to think about the weight of our own tone. Think about this. Your tongue is small, but it can cause massive destruction. It can start wars, end friendships, ruin reputations, and destroy peace. But that same tongue, that same voice can speak life. It can heal wounds. It can guide, protect, uplift, and empower. You carry both fire and water in your mouth. Be careful which one you choose to release. Maybe you grew up in an environment where words were used like weapons, where silence was safer than honesty, where every conversation was a battlefield. And now, without realizing it, you do the same thing. You lash out before you listen. You use sarcasm instead of sincerity. You turn every discussion into a debate. Because deep down, you think that if you don't fight with your words, you will lose control. But here is the truth. Control doesn't come from volume. It comes from wisdom. A loud voice doesn't make you powerful. A wise word does. What if today you decided to be more intentional? What if before you spoke, you asked yourself these questions? Is this kind? Is this necessary? Is this true? What if you realize that silence sometimes is the most powerful sentence you will ever say? Not every reaction deserves a response. Not every insult deserves your energy. Not every opinion deserves a platform. You don't need to prove your worth through words. You prove it through peace. Imagine walking into a room where everyone speaks life, where people compliment behind backs instead of criticize, where they say, "I'm proud of you, I'm grateful for you, I see how hard you are trying." Imagine the energy in that space. That's what words can build. A culture of growth, of grace, and of hope. Now imagine the opposite. A place where every word is sharp, sarcastic, and cynical. Where people talk about each other, not to each other. Where every conversation drains you. That's what careless words create. A culture of fear, not faith. So again, I ask, what kind of atmosphere are your words creating? Because here is what's real. You are responsible for the energy you bring into every room. You can't control what others say, but you can control how you speak. You can't always stop negativity from reaching you, but you can choose not to pass it forward. That's emotionally maturity, that's leadership, and that's growth. Let's talk about the cost, because every careless word has one. Your words can cost you your peace. When you spend your time complaining instead of being grateful, they can cost you your relationships. When you speak without listening, they can cost you your reputation. When you gossip instead of keeping confidence, they can cost you your opportunities. When you talk too much and act too little, and they can cost you your future. When you keep telling yourself that you can't until you start believing it. I've lost people because of my words, not because I wanted to hurt them, but because I didn't realize how powerful a moment of frustration can be. Sometimes I said things just to make a point, to win, and to defend myself. But in the end, all I won was regret. Because the victory of being right never feels better than the peace of being kind. You see, maturity isn't about knowing what to say. It's about knowing when to say it. Sometimes silence is strength. Sometimes restraint is wisdom. And sometimes walking away from an argument isn't weakness. It's growth. Because you've learned that your words are too expensive to waste on people who aren't listening. But this isn't about guilty. It's about awareness. Because if words have the power to destroy, they also have the power to rebuild. You can apologize. You can change the way you speak. You can rewire your inner dialogue. And you can start speaking life into your own future and into others. Tell people that you love them. Tell them that you are proud. Tell them that they matter. Because most people don't need more advice. They just need an encouragement. They need to hear that someone believes in them. And maybe that someone is you. Your words can be someone's reasons to smile today. Or they can be the reason someone loses hope. You don't know what people are carrying. You don't know how close they are to break. But your words could be the light that keeps them going. So use them with care. You don't have to be perfect. Just be intentional. Speak with grace. Speak with love. And speak with purpose. Because every sentence you say is a seed. Plant wisely. And when it comes to yourself, stop cursing your own potential with negativity. Every time you say this, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, I will never make it, you are speaking failure into your future. Start changing that voice. Say this: I'm learning, I'm improving, I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm on my way. You'd be amazed how much your life changes when your language starts aligning with your goals. Because you don't rise to the level of your dreams, you rise to the level of your words. So the next time you are tempted to speak in anger, pause and take a breath. Ask yourself this: is what I'm about to say worth the cost? Because your words can build homes or burn them. They can bring peace or cause the pain. They can lift someone up or push them further down. They can open doors or close them forever. And the irony, it takes the same breath to bless as it does to curse. The same effort to encourage as to insult. The same voice to destroy or to heal. So which one you will choose? Let this be your reminder. Every word you speak carries your signature. It represents your values, your maturity, and your soul. People may forget what you did, but they will never forget how your words made them feel. So use them wisely, speak with purpose. Let your voice be a reflection of the best version of yourself. Because your words are not cheap, they are currency. And how you spend them will determine the kind of life you build. Because at the end of the day, your words are costing you.